Hi boys, a quick video here on converting between derived units in physics. So I've written a sample question here. This is a very straightforward one in terms of how it's laid out. So sometimes you might get a more wordier question where you need to find some of this information for yourself. But this question basically says, convert 65 micrograms per millimeters cubed to grams per centimeter cubed. So a couple of things to pay attention to, obviously the units, but also whether it is a standard unit or a squared or a cubed, because that will then affect us later in terms of the units that we're looking for. The first thing to do is to write the number that's in the question down, okay? So this one's going to be 65. And the next thing after that is going to be timesing our goal unit. So when we're talking about our units, I'll just pop the next step up as well. I've got two terms that I've labelled to help us understand the question. So we've got our goal unit here and our current unit. Okay, so the goal unit is the unit that we want to have our answer in when we're finished. And for this one, it's the grams per centimetres cubed. And our current unit in this question is the unit of measurement that our number is in at the moment. Okay, cool. Okay, so number in the question times the goal unit, and we want to write this as a fraction like so. And then step number 3 is to times it by the inverse, or the flipped version of the current unit. So that means on top is actually going to be our millimeters cubed over our micrograms. Okay, so I will say as well, there's a couple of different ways to do these type of questions, so more than this way, but I find this is a pretty fail-safe way to get through these questions. Okay, so I'm just going to move these to the side. Number the question, timesing by the goal unit, and then timesing by the inverse of the current unit. Okay, the next step here is how many of the current unit are in one of the matching unit, okay? So the questions we're asking ourselves, and I'll just start the question again, same set out as before. But this time we're going to substitute actual values into this fraction form here. So I'm asking myself how many millimeters cubed are in a centimeter cube. And for this question it is 1,000. And how many micrograms are in a gram? And that is 1 million. Okay, at this point you could consider not needing to write this part of the fraction, but I'll just break it right down for you so it makes complete sense, I hope, to you this time. Okay, so that's step number 4 done. Okay, step number 5, 6 and 7 I've put on the same sticky note because they're relatively short steps. So we're going to cancel in this fraction here, 1, 2, 3, matching the 1, 2, 3 on top. We're going to calculate this. Okay, literally using a calculator if you want to. So at this point you can plug into your calculator 1 over 1,000, okay? Or you can pop that in as a decimal as well if you're confident with working out those decimals. Your answer for this question is 0.065. Don't forget the units, okay? So the units for our answer, we need to go back up and just double check. Our goal unit is grams per centimeters cubed. Okay? At this point, I would also recommend writing it in scientific notation. The question may ask you to do it anyway, but I would definitely do it in both versions, just so long as you are confident. So for scientific notation, we put our decimal point after our first non-zero digit, 6.5, and I have moved the decimal point 2 places. So it's 10 to the minus 2 grams per centimeters cubed. Okay, I hope that helps.